welcome to our ABC audience. Just finishing up with watching lacrosse. This is Minnesota, the best team record-wise in the WNBA, taking on Las Vegas.
Hello, beautiful people, and you are looking at...
And Minnesota got out to a quick start, as you see, up by 10. Vegas had back-to-back turnovers that led to 5 Minnesota points early on. Lynx trying to go 3-0 against the Aces this year.
Yeah, Minnesota is red hot from three-point land to start this game, 4 for 4. So if you're Becky Hammond, that's the emphasis right now. Is this is a team that can spread the floor and really hit the threes at a high percentage. You got to do it early.
Lisa Smith at the free throw line after she was fouled by Courtney Williams. Lisa Smith coming over from Dallas, now playing in her 11th game in Vegas, taking over for Kia Stokes in the starting lineup. Minnesota's made 5 straight shots after missing their first one. 4 of them have been threes. Inside to Nafisa Collier, very physical guard there by Chelsea Gray, and they got her for the foul.
There was a crowd there. You could see Jackie Young to the left side of Nafisa Collier, ready to bring crowd and take away her space.
So, it's always a conundrum. How do you guard Nafisa Collier, especially with all those other weapons?
There's a reason why she's #1 in the WNBA in scoring. Her versatility, her size, her footwork.
Double. That left Smith open on the perimeter, who got the rebound after it was around Minnesota rolling.
And that's an area where Minnesota has been better post All-Star break on the offensive glass.
Still a team that's dead even in rebounding during the season with their opponents, but doing better recently. That was one of the things that had been a concern for Coach Reed going back to last year. Jewel Lloyd is in the game. Chelsea Gray just buried a three. Really good.
And the three is good by Las Vegas Aces.
Collier going right at Jackie Young.
That is tough in transition. I mean, both of these coaches mentioned transition defense. You might not get matched up the way you want to, but we need bodies in front of ball handlers to keep them from scoring in transition.
Tomorrow, Seattle Storm will take on the Indiana Fever.
Ball movement for Las Vegas. Good pick and roll isolation for Asia Wilson and Jackie Young, but then the ball continues to move, and as the defense is worried about Wilson on that side,
we will be rooting for Minnesota Lynx for today's game.
And Gustafson into the game trying to guard Collier, who lost the ball on the way up. And Gustafson coming in after missing games earlier in the season. Didn't play her first game until the 10th of July.
Megan Gustafson trying her best to stay up with Collier. It looked like she might have had her arm on the drive there.
Got away with something. Gustafson missing the first 20 games of the season with a leg injury. Underneath, good cut by Lloyd and a nice find.
Yeah, Taylor McBride fell asleep on the backside. Good find by Vegas.
We're coming off the bench for the 3rd straight game for the Aces. Collier, a lot of contact, no foul call.
For Collier with a lot of frustration on the last couple possessions. It looked like she got fouled.
Yeah, pardon me, and more frustration because they called Atlanta Smith for a reach-in foul after she was trying to get a tie-up.
Nafisa Collier is looking to straight line drive right to the rim, and absolutely there was contact on her arm by Megan Gustafson.
Atlanta Smith picks up her first personal. Dana Evans, number 11 in red, checking in for Vegas. Carlton almost forced the turnover. Young with a good save to knock it off of Carlton's knee. She was dangerously close to being in the backcourt. Becky Hammond showing some of the frustration over there.
Minnesota really picking up here in this possession.
Attacking the basket. That was something we didn't see her do particularly early in the season. Settling for a lot of threes. She seems to be putting it on the floor more.
Well, she's settling in, as you mentioned, to that role coming off of the bench. Becky Hammond had talked to us about that pregame and saying this was Jewel's idea. It was her suggestion. And it takes, I think, a little more pressure off of her. I mean, and great awareness by Jewel to know that she's struggling and want to do something different for her team.
Ladies, just to build on that as well, Jewel Lloyd was able to tell me that she said the game gave me so much in 20 years. Now it's time for me to be a servant for the game. And if coming off of the bench is going to get us wins and find different ways to approach the game, then so be it. She said, I want to make sure that I'm the best version of myself. I can settle. I can make sure that everyone is in the right places. But coming off of the bench is most important for the team's success.
And you got to like that, right? Especially for someone who's been in the league as long as Jewel. This is her 11th year, has been an elite player for so many seasons. Career-wise in a lot of offensive categories, but there she goes again.
Yeah, looking confident this one early.
Anna Smith, by the way, off the floor now because she picked up 2 quick fouls. Jessica Shepard has checked in. She has the ball now. McBride's alone. That's usually a number.
And the 3 is good by Minnesota. That's the team we're going to be rooting for today's game. Once again, it's going to be Minnesota Lynx for today's game.
That's really the problem, right? Playing Minnesota, kind of pick your poison. Terrific play by Asia Wilson to somehow recover and get the shot off. Shepard directing traffic. Here's Williams. Her other step up's going to come in. Tisha Heidemann as Shepard slices in.
And that was one of the situations we talked about early with switching. You have to communicate. There's got to be help on the backside. That was too easy.
We'll be back on the other side. But
the WNBA on ABC is presented by Google, proud partner of the WNBA. And in part by Nike. Just do it.